Hey guys, almost stock here. It's kind of sort of nice out, and I owe you guys an update. So I was gonna get a storage unit to work on this, and it just didn't kind of pan out, and then I just didn't do it, and it didn't matter. Um, but I have this. So that's cool. No more smash face. I have a guy, I forget his name, I'll shout you out if you actually show up in March. He's got a set of four-wheel drive fenders and hood that I purchased from him. I told him I'd pay him in March. If not, I'll just find some fenders along the way and another hood. But at least that's fixed. I have this on the way, thanks to a good friend of mine. She went out of her way to help me out and go pick this up. So that's pretty damn cool. So I got a spare one of those. This one's, there's no first gear, and fourth gear grinds and reverse whines horribly, but there's enough life in it to beat on it a little bit until I put the new one in with a new monster clutch for the 2000 Camaro. I want to get a good clutch. It's good for 950 foot-pounds. Should work out. Anything else new? I want to get a new radiator, but I kind of want to wait until I tube the front end because I want to go a little bit wider if I can. I want the most cooling as I can. I'm going to buy a core for an intercooler and make my own so that I can have my inlets and outlets where I need them or want them to be. And tube fronting, it'll be nice too because all this will be gone. The front bumper will cover all that, the front grille will cover that, and then the fenders and that'll hang off of tube front end. What's up? You really want to play kickball, don't you?
Yeah.
Let me finish this video and we'll go do that, alright?
Okay, homie.
You spaz. Don't get all muddy either, running around in
I'm
this
not
stuff.
getting money, bro.
Oh, okay. So I did get the PCM back and it works. You guys know that, I think, in the last little updates. But I am gonna put this glove box all back together and start it. Let it idle. And I'm probably gonna take a couple measurements back here for track bar stuff. Ooh. Cool story, man. I also have these. Shout out to KEI Fabrication. And those will adapt the spindle of the Mazda to a Crown Victoria hub, which in turns let me use the Crown Vic rotors, which are this much bigger. So that's a big improvement. It uses calipers off of a Ford Explorer and brackets and turns this into a big brake kit. But that also turns it into a 5-lug, which is fine. I want to find a skinnier rear end anyway, so if I go to an 8.8, I'm gonna go with a 2010 or 11 Ford Ranger. It's 58.5 inches wide, which is the OEM width of a stock axle on one of these. I think it's a 1/2 inch wider actually, which is way better than 60 some inches of this thing. There's just way too much aggressive poke. It's unneeded, doesn't need to happen. So I'm gonna swap the rear end when I do the 4-link. And then I want to do coilovers up here. And I'm thinking, I'll walk you through here. From there to there is 14.5 inches. They have 14-inch coilovers. I think I'm going to reinforce the bottom, build a custom tubular to give me space around the coilover, and then gusset or reinforce or completely redo a top hoop here for a bolt-through design QA1 style coilover like these. or I'm gonna go with adjustable uppers. But either way, I want coilovers up front. That'll get rid of these torsion bars, which will get rid of weight. I can get rid of the brackets and all that. And then at some point I want to do hydraulic steering rack, but I mean, the steering box and everything's here. If I can get a little bit more angle out of it, will work fine for what I want to do for right now. Hold up. Okay, so my goal. Oh, let me prop this up real quick. Okay, so I want to get rid of this hood. So this is gone. Replace these fenders. I don't ever use this. It's not any louder or anything, like it is, but it's not. And I like the full exhaust, and it works, so that's fine. The wastegate, I'm gonna get rid of this flange. So it drops everything down. So this clears a stock hood. The housings will. That's 32 millimeters too high. Then I'm probably gonna get a Motion Raceworks wastegate flange, drill this out, weld to that, so the wastegate will come out this way right here, and then I'll probably just recirculate that into the exhaust, possibly, or I'll dump it straight to the ground.
It's molded.
Hey, what is that?
That's a turbo.
What color is that?
Green. This is brown. That was turbos are brown.
Yep.
Or dirty.
But anyway, my main goal this year, or before spring, is suspension and brakes. I'm also upgrading the Master to an Explorer Master. That'll help with a lot of pressure so that I have more braking force. This is still the stock motor. It had 202,000 when I pulled it. It's got 706 heads on it. I didn't open it, didn't do nothing. Pulled it out of one truck, set it in here, ran it 9.5 PSI on gate on a really bad tune. So all last year, because the PCM wasn't working, it wasn't reading coolant temp. It wasn't reading. It wasn't reading the coolant temp, so it was never into closed loop learning or open loop learning. So it always thought it was in cold start, so it was dumping fuel and trying to high idle. I got around that by target idling a really low idle, so it compensated to a reasonable 950 at idle. But it was still dumping fuel. So when I tried to lean it out, even in watt, I was getting 10.1, 9.6 in some full watt circumstances. And that's just way too rich. I was never getting full potential out of this setup because it was never learning right. And I still thrashed and tore up some tires and beat the hell out of this thing all summer long, and it took it. But again, nowhere near full potential for what I have going on here. I'd really like 650 to the wheel, but on a stock 5.3, as I have, trying to run pump gas, I'm probably going to be limited around 500 to 550. But then again, that's just this year. Next winter, I'm trying to build a motor. I'd like a L33 aluminum block, 5.3, with probably some 205 or 215 trick flow heads, the proper cam. Probably, I mean, obviously I'm going to stud it and do all that. And then maybe a different turbo. I don't know. I mean, this thing's got so much bottom end torque. It hoons and does what I want it to do and drifts. And it's so light at such a low RPM. And then I can still chase down some pretty nasty cars out on the interstate or out on a track. Even though it lags, it comes in hard. And I like the way it does. And again, that wasn't even to potential. So, right, I'm going to put this back together real quick, plug everything in, screw it together, and then,
Is this the end of the video?
no, not yet. And then we're going to start it.
Okay.
You want to do the hand thing?
Yeah.
Say, be right back.
Be right back. Peace. Oh, I crashed.
Better shift, homie.
Kapow!
Use the e-brake. How do you drift?
This. Kapow!
All right, so anyway,
That was the race.
I'm going to put this back together real quick and start this, all right?
Okay.
All right. That's back in there. I think I need some WD-40 on a couple things, but there we go. And make sure the battery's on. Ooh, fuel pump. Wow. You gotta give it to Holly. This thing ain't started in a minute. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, don't touch this no more, alright?
Why?
Because it's running. I don't want you moving yet. Okay?
Okay. What's up, homies? What's up, YouTube?
So this is my truck. We coming for vengeance this year.
This is our truck. We're gonna come for any of this year. And toys for Christmas.
And toys for Christmas?
Yep.
Goofy.
Happy Valentine's Day, YouTube.
Hey, see that little pedal down there?
Yeah.
Hit that a little bit.
No.
Just do
I
it.
know it's gonna go.
It's not gonna go. It's just gonna make a lot of noise. Just do it.
No.
Hit the pedal. Now I gotta do it. Why are you scared of it? Go hit the pedal, Dominic. Your middle name's Skyline. Hit the dang pedal. Hit it. The little one. Use this foot like in your car. Hit it. One more.
Driver.
Do it again. One more.
I'm getting out of the car.
Okay. Anyway. I need a belt, I need a power steering pump, and a pulley. Because somebody messed that up at the parts store. I need a coupler. I'll probably go full aluminum there. And I want to get rid of this and just go from there to that V-band. No coolant in it. That's right, so that's gonna go out fast. So I'm gonna shut her down. Just glad it runs.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I didn't.
What's that burnout thing we always say?
Do it right off of your pants. Nah, that's homie.
He's nuts, man. Anyway, so that's that. I'm possibly going to look at a shop here or some space to do some work in, maybe start a business out of. I don't know. It's a possibility, so just bear with me here. So we'll see what happens with that venture today. if I get back to you soon, maybe we'll have something. Maybe I'll put some footage of that at the end of this. It's probably what I'll do if I get there tonight. It's just a possibility. See if it's worth it. See if it's adequate for what I'm trying to use it for. And see if it's in the price range and affordable. Dang kids. Have kids and teach them race car stuff, they said. Anyway, that's that, I guess, for right now. And we'll add some more here maybe later. Keep on keeping on. Well, cleaned out a little space back here for the trans. If anybody's looking for some 6-slug Steelies, 15 by 10s, I got a set with some leftover Hoosiers. I'm probably going to be ending up looking for a different wheel setup. Oh, look at that. Mom's taxi delivery. Sweet. All right. So, gonna put that in there and save it for whenever it's needed. She really knows how to back it up. Oh, exciting.
Do what you need. I have to piss.
How's the drive? She just a trooper. Left at 8 a.m. round trip all the way down to here. So yeah, I'm gonna snatch this out of here and go put it back in there. Well, that's in there. Safe place for it. Close this up for it. Here are some pictures of the shop, potentially. So that's the shop space. I'm just kind of crunching numbers and going over it and seeing if the potential's there to do what I want to, and we'll see how that goes over the course of a few months here. So you guys keep on keeping on, and I'll see you in the next one.